It's Malaka time, motherfuckers, and today we're bringing you a Malaka Talks. And in this video, as I said, we're going to talk about Company of Heroes 3. Now, quick note, the video you're currently seeing is a replay that I wasn't feeling the oomph of, and I was kind of monotone in it. Obviously, it's muted, so you'll just be hearing obviously me, but that's what the background is. Now, I would have recorded Company of Heroes 3 gameplay in my 1.8 hours of playing it and then getting a return, but I wasn't planning on recording it. I was just trying to play and enjoy it, and yeah, that didn't work out so well, but we'll get to that. And one more thing. Currently, I have contacted YouTube about Empire and Rommel. The reason I moved to the Malaka is because Empire and Rommel is blocked in a lot of countries. For whatever reason, I have no idea why. Basically, you can see my videos if you look me up, but if you try to go to my channel, it doesn't exist, or look at, it's not available in your country kind of thing. And it's very strange. So I contacted them about it, and they're working on it. So I really doubt, I don't know. Okay, I wouldn't doubt, but maybe if I can get the channel unblocked, I can go back and be able to start, where I put all my hard work. But if not, I'll just continue on the Malaka as per usual. So back to the topic at hand. Damn. It's Company of Heroes 3. Where do I begin? So first, you know what? I'm going to start with my idea of Company of Heroes 3 and then go into my experience. My 1.8 hours of experience, which isn't much of experience, it's just a form of opinion, but I already had a bad opinion of it to begin with, which I will share, which I don't think skewed my view that much, but there are some things that I did think the game was okay of, but, well, whatever, okay. So first, I thought that going to Africa was stupid, going to the Italian camp, anything like that, I thought it was all stupid. I didn't think it was worth doing. You already did 2 World War II games. There's no point in doing a third. It was just pointless. The whole reason they did it was to reuse assets, pretty much. That's all they were using it for, to cut down costs and regurgitate another game with another variation of 2 German factions and blah 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 blah. That was how I took it. What they should have done, and this is just to sound so much better. Now a lot of people would say go to Vietnam or Korea or something, and I could agree with that. I personally would rather have them go to World War One. I think that there should be only a normal single player campaign, none of the bullshit they did or the resources they poured into it, and pour all the available resources into many of these things, which I know is hard. I know it's hard coming from someone who doesn't know the financial restraints or whatever from Sega or from Relic or whatever the case, but it needs to have a regular single player, as I just said. Then all of the resources need to be into co-op and multiplayer. Co-op, oh yeah, and modding, but okay. Co-op because there's so many cool scenarios and interesting things that you could create historically from World War I. So much fresh content and ideas. You could literally, so many amazing things that would be great for the community who want to play against an AI, or create a scenario and play against their friends or whatever, or even a multiplayer game where you are in a certain scenario and you're playing it out. I feel like that would be great, and just going that way, I don't know, it would add a lot to the game. Second, of course, multiplayer, investing all in the multiplayer with actual unique factions, not 3 different Germans with 3 different this, and stuff, but like just brand new armies, brand new ways they play, brand new units look alike, armies play actually differently and not trash, customizable commanders with bulletins, and just being able to choose, like I said, customizable commanders where you actually there could be limits of what you can do. I mean, you can't just put, tiger, or some bullshit like that, but you get what I mean. And also modding. I really feel that the gaming companies have really avoided modding altogether. I understand it's hard, I believe, to create modding tools or make them available to the public. But I think this is a key thing for the longevity of your game. I mean, we could look at the one prime example that I know right off the top of my head, which is Mountain Blade and Mountain Blade Warband. I mean, we waited forever for Bannerlord, and the modding community, along with just having a strong community, kept Mountain Blade alive because it was such a unique game. Also, if you hear anything in the background, some shushing, it's fucking traffic on this busy-ass street. But this is where I'm coming from when I already disliked where they were going to go with Company of Heroes 3 because it just sounds lackluster, in my opinion, to what I just literally said. Now, to my actual experience playing Company of Heroes 3, I bought it mainly because I wanted to try it. I do like the graphics per se. I think I like the way it feels or the way it looks and some of the sounds, though the voice actors always suck. Because original fucking PE guy is the best, or Wehrmacht guy, the German guy was just so fucking good. Um, I bought it because the Pulsor, he kind of convinced me. He's told me that, oh, it's like Company of Heroes 1, like this and that, blah, 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 blah. So I bought it, and I and I played one game of AI, and then 3 games against people with Ryan Thor. And I just wasn't a fan. Now, I know, and Relic is exactly like Blizzard Entertainment. I do play World of Warcraft for all you people who do know or do not know. But I do play World of Warcraft, and whenever something's overpowered, they'll just let you play it for a little bit, and then finally they'll come out, nerf it to shit. It literally be dog shit, and then they'll buff something else, and that's like the new buff. And it's just It's just so stupid that there's no there's no in between. There's always one extreme or the other. For some fucking reason, I just don't understand why. And Company of Heroes 3 is the same. Deep also told me about how Germans were overpowered, Fallschirmjäger, blah, 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 blah. There are some things that you can do, and now they kind of like nerf that shit into the ground. And from my experience, like from when I played, my German infantry were dog shit. God damn, was that shit dog. I just can't explain. No matter if I was in heavy cover in a building, I had proper equipment of my troops. I healed them to full HP with full squads. I supported them. I'm not that fucking retarded when it comes to playing Company of Heroes because I haven't played RTSs really in a long time, so my skill is pretty much dog crap. But I mean, I wasn't bad, okay? But my units were just so inadequate. I just felt like my shit was just melting away against allied troops. And then on top of that, I was mainly kind of playing the Africa Corps. I don't like the half-track mechanic. Wasn't really a fan. Didn't like the Martyr. I think the Martyr's just a mobile pack and it fucking sucks. Panzer 3s are meh. And as Ryan Thor put it, I think Wehrmacht, you can only get a Panther through a doctrine, I believe. Don't quote me on this, something to this extreme. And by the time you get the fucking tank, there's no point. But you need 20 command points, I think 18 command points, and by that time the game's almost over. So you either win or you lost just by that. So what was the point? And yeah, and also just I did a benchmark, and fucking and I'm sitting there, and it's just random shit that's playing. I literally watched in the benchmark when I first entered the game a Volk squad or whatever Grenadier squad with a Shrek 1v1ing a Sherman and winning, and they only suffered I think 1 casualty. How does that work? How the fuck does that work? And they almost didn't suffer almost any damage except just the 1 casualty. So some things here are really retarded. Now, granted, you could say, I didn't play all that much. I only played 1.8 hours, and that's true. I only played. Maybe if I would have played more, I would have found workarounds or found something better. But I just didn't feel it. And then on top of that, out of all my general broad hating, there's literally, I hate saying literally, but oh my god, literally, it took me and Ryan Thor, I think, 30 minutes per match. The 3 matches that we did play with people. It took us 30 minutes each just to find someone. And those were 2v2 and 3v3s. And it sucks. And usually someone would have dropped, either our teammate or the enemy. One person would drop and stuff. And and also, see, just like with these balance issues, which Relic is known for, along with already a bad rep of the game, and then people abandoning the game, there's going to be less and less people, and by the time they actually do update the game or get their heads out of their asses, the game is going to be dead. Because no one's going to want to buy an RTS where you can't find any players to play against. Look at Men of War 2. Maybe you could find your friends, or maybe there's a community that you could join, sort of like a War of Rights, where I really think generally no one's really playing unless there's it's during peak hours, or there's actually a big community event that's filling up servers. Yeah. Company of Heroes 3 was a disappointment to me. And also, there's no fucking replay button besides that. Just so you all know, There is no replay, save replay in Company of Heroes 3 if you have it or you don't. Basically, you play a game, you immediately, I think, have to exit out, go to a special folder, rename it, and then move it away. And then I think you can only put to then you could send it to someone like me, and then I have to put it in my specific folder, and then I could watch it or some weird shit like that. Otherwise, I think you may have to do more than that. I'm not sure. There's a video that I watched that I don't know. It's the whole game in of itself, from balance to also the fact that it's beta. You only get 3 commanders. You can't customize commanders, and the armies feel blah. Like I've played it before. Obviously, it's just not good. It's not good at all. The only things I do like about it, I don't know, to be honest with you. For some reason I really liked the way the game looked and the game feel, the way it felt, kind of playing and moving troops around and stuff, and that kind of thing. I know that's kind of really stupid, but the atmosphere I think was good. But other than that, I really don't have anything positive to say. I did not play the single player, for obvious reasons, because I wasn't going to waste my time with that. I wanted to get into multiplayer, which is kind of the whole point of Company of Heroes. So yeah. So those are my thoughts. I'd probably be mad that I forgot something. Hopefully it's at least coherent for everyone. Maybe down in the comments below you can share your opinions and whatever else. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you like it. Maybe you don't. I'd like to know generally, just because I feel bad, because I generally don't want Company of Heroes to fail. I just want Relic or Sega to stop killing one of like the only decent RTSs around, at least for World War II's sake, because RTS I believe is kind of a dying genre, at least this style, you know. But in any case, I would like to thank you all for listening to me talk. We will continue with some more Company of Heroes 2 or Company of Heroes 1 replays. If you guys want to send it over to themalakainc@gmail.com, I'll be looking to cast some of those. Also, I still been looking for a campaign let's play to go through. I haven't found the right game. I'm still trying to find a game. I may go to a Total War series and kind of do that, but then that's overdone. And most people don't like single player games like Vampire or Mafia 2. Not many people watch it. Was thinking about doing Steel Division, but then I'm like, ugh. And then Hearts of Iron, I forgot I wanted to kill myself with that. I was thinking of replaying Greece again with the new fucking T70 going around in circles, man, winning. I was thinking about playing Greece again in Hearts of Iron 4 with the new focus tree, but then I have to relearn Hearts of Iron. Well, I never played it great to begin with, but then kind of losing my brain here. Oh yeah, and like manpower issues because you're a small nation. I understand, like, if you claim certain cores or something like that, or incorporate them, that you can get more manpower out of them. But that was always the problem with playing small nations, is that you never have enough manpower to truly take over the world. And there's probably some kind of ghetto workaround with that as well. But you know. But anyways, I want to thank you all for listening and thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.